love and weight loss, they continue to elude me because I think I've gotten a grab of them, and then they slip right through my fingers. I'm going to do a recording of this because I am going over it. And I think that I need to stop, but I'm not stopping. So for as long as I am going over it, I might as well just jot it down, so to speak. The time is 1:10. Still on the same day that I had therapy. So you could say I've been ruminating like last time. I really need to get... I can't believe it. I thought I was going to start working at noon, maybe 12:30. Okay, I won't be long. So I don't want today to go by without me having worked, because in as much as it's important that I went to therapy, I want it to be one of the things that I did today. I don't want it to be the only thing, even though I did start working already before therapy. Now, so it's still January 17th, Wednesday, 2024. It's warm outside, actually. I just opened the door because it's warmer inside too. Anything above 40 degrees, right now it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything above 50. Is 50 degrees Fahrenheit really 10 degrees Celsius? No, it's warmer than 10 degrees in here. Anyway, can't believe we're talking about the weather. I was just thinking, like, how, like, for me, love and weight loss they're not intertwined, but they're two of the most coveted things. It's fascinating. Oh, I was triggered by what I'm watching. It's not just about ruminating. It's also about what I was watching as I was having dinner. We'll call it dinner, even though I had it at 12:30 noon. This show that I'm watching is a 3-part series, docuseries of this girl who was kidnapped while she was with her boyfriend, and then she came back. She was released 2 days later, 48 hours, that's what I was thinking. So, why do I have pantyhose here? The hell? Actually, I was looking for pantyhose the other day. Anyway, my brain, there are so many things. This house is a gold mine. There are so many things that I even forget what I have that I like to take out, that I thought I was going to keep for myself because they were exciting. But I'm like, no, actually, I can sell them. And I know that they will sell. And when I think about, I'm just reminded this pantyhose. Like, there are people out there who want things like this. I have a trash bag half full of pantyhose that I got somewhere for free. It's just one of the things that I'm like, I can't wait to get to that. That's why I haven't really been shopping for things to sell, because I need to get rid of the stuff that I have. And whenever I'm packing to get ready for a trip, I come across clothes that don't fit me, and I don't want to wait around and be putting pressure on myself to fit into those clothes or whatever. So I'm like, all of this stuff needs to go, and I really need to narrow down my closets from one full room and the 4 closets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 closets in one full room. I need to narrow them down to maybe, less than that, like maybe 4 closets or 2, 3, I don't know, 4. So that means a lot of the stuff needs to go. And I know the stuff that I'm excited about to keep for myself, when I do release it, relinquish it, whatever, I know it's going to sell because it's good stuff. Just today I sold one of my polo t-shirts. And coincidentally, somebody bought that, right? So it's Ralph Lauren. And somebody else bought a Ralph Lauren pair of pants. I listed them same day on the same store. I have 3 stores, the Lovely Brook, Tracker Brook, and My Brook. Now, I was just thinking, like, love and weight loss, they continue to elude me because I think I've gotten a grab of them, and then they slip right through my fingers. And I'm like, shit. I remember when I got married, I was like, all right, I waited for this and now I found it. And I manifested it because I wrote everything down, and he came out just as I had written down, and I was like, wow. But I'm reminded about this because of the documentary that I'm watching, and the girl came back from that kidnapping, rape situation and told her partner, I don't want you to stay with me out of guilt. Like, I understand if you can't. I want you to stay because you love me. And he fought for her. I was like, nobody in my entire life has ever fought for me. They will, I don't care who you are, nobody has ever fought for me. I've never felt like, wow, they're fighting for me. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, you know. I hope I'm wrong. When I was in Vegas and I dated that ridiculous guy, he was a jerk to me in so many ways. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole now. But I want to feel like somebody normal and healthy fought for me. If I feel like I am walking away and because I'm feeling insecure in the relationship, I want them to prove to me that I'm matter, that I'm important. I've never had that, ever. And I have people in my life, like my family, who will say things like, I choose you every day. All these social media things, they say all that stuff, but I don't believe it. So I don't know if they're fighting for me and I just don't believe it. For me, I have to feel it. It shouldn't just sound like a quote on social media. I want to feel it. You don't even have to say it to me. I want to know that for a fact. I want to feel that feeling. And so I was thinking, when I was with when I moved in with my ex and I gave up my apartment that I manifested and whatever, and I loved that place in my life there. And I moved in with him, and he, on night one of moving in, said, actually, he did help me move. Well, he better help me move in with him. Hello, I'm moving in with him. What the fuck? He did a lot of things that made me feel like this is the right guy for me. He did a lot of things differently from all the guys that I was before him. And unfortunately, since, I hate that I'm saying these things because I feel like I'm dogging guys who probably did the best that they could. But that's not my fault. I'm speaking my truth. He, my then guy that I moved in with, we parked in the driveway and we unpacked a few things that were urgent to unpack or whatever, and then we went to sleep because it was a long day. There is something that he said that made me feel like, did I make a wrong decision? Can I still go back and get my keys? To be honest, it's been a while and I haven't remembered for a while what he said. I'm pretty sure it's on my blog, babalabrook.com, somewhere. But he said something, and when he said that, I don't remember the words, but I remember the feeling. And that feeling was, oof, did I make a mistake? And who wants to get hurt? Like, nobody likes to get hurt. And I know that when I felt that feeling, I was like, oh, I might have to break up with this guy at some point. Oh my God. This literally is supposed to be my future husband. What is happening? We ended up, getting engaged, living together. We had a lot of fun. He did a lot of fucked up things. It was probably the most defining relationship of my life because of my age and the fact that we got married and how abusive it was. And he is a class A narcissist. I can't wait to talk to my therapist, who is so smart and so woke. I just love her. I'm so proud of her as a person. I can't wait to talk to her about the narcissism in my life. And I say that because he's so smart, that the reason I mention that is because I know she definitely has picked up She literally on day one was like, yeah, your family is abusive towards you, which was like, whoa, you know what I mean? That's bold. And I never had a name for it. I just knew that there's toxicity in the dynamics with my family. And also, you're so protective and loving and feel, what does beholden mean? I don't know what beholden mean. But you feel like responsible to protect your family and you're protective of them out of love and maybe duty. So you would never go as far as that. At least I didn't. I never would even go there. But when she said it, I thought, oh my God, is that the name for it? Shit. When my brother sent me a text after I came back and said how much he loves me and so glad that we saw each other and we hung out. I can't wait to talk to my therapist about that relationship. There's so much I can't wait to tell her. I feel like I'm starting to be excited, and I'm scared because I don't like to be excited about something because I don't want to be disappointed. So I can't wait. Oh, I was saying, like, I know that she's so smart because I'm pretty sure she's already picked out that I was raised by a narcissist. Apart from there's so much toxicity. Yes, everybody has their own toxic personalities, but we are a product of a narcissist. I was going to say that when I moved in with my ex and he said that thing that I don't remember, that was mean and telling of what was to come. I feel like maybe he was acting to be this role, right? While he was courting me and doing all the right things and oh my godding and whatever. But when I put those keys in that key thing at the real estate's place, I dropped my key off there after being done moving out. He knew, there was a knowing within himself of, now I got you, and let my ass show. He didn't wait. He didn't wait until my stuff was unloaded from the car. Okay? There's something about that guy. I used to think to myself, how can you be this comfortable to be such an asshole? What are you relying on? What is this thing that's making you so confident? You're behaving as somebody who, it's like you have nothing to lose. Like, you see, when you're dealing with people who give you a vibe that they think they have nothing to lose towards you, there's no way you can feel that and subsequently feel like somebody's fighting for you and they don't want to lose you. You know what I mean? These are the things that make me feel like, so people do fight for other people out here? Because that's not the vibe that I get. I've had somebody say, take your shit and get the hell out to me and try to dump me in a parking lot. These are the experiences that I experienced that I remember. Maybe the people that I'm watching on TV have had their fair share as well. But whenever I see these kinds of things, it's like, wow, that's nice to see. You know, I've had people do nice things for me too, I know, and I'm sure. At this point in my life, I really would have that in my life. Every once in a while, I think about it. And for the rest of the time, I'm just planning my next trip and planning, just giving myself all of that love and affection and feeding all of those needs by myself. And I'm doing okay. So love-wise, that's how I'm feeding that hunger. Weight-wise, I'm still, doing the regular things, weighing myself and counting my calories and getting a walk in here and there, etc. And I have an appointment with an endocrinologist, and I hope that we get to the bottom of the thyroid thing. I want him to tell me it was a false diagnosis. I don't have hypothyroidism. But at the same, you know what I mean? So I can be free of that because I don't want to have a chronic condition. I would like him to help me I want him to diagnose me with something hormonal related because I know my hormones are fucked. And I'd like him to help me with that in a way where I'm going to lose weight. That's my wish for how I want all of this to go. And I'd like to lose weight and balance my hormones and live happily ever after. That's my wish. I'm going to therapy. So if I can get to the bottom line of my innermost, that kind of stuff, emotional side, and if I can get to the bottom of my hormones, which started for as long as I've basically the romantic love, I started wanting it. It's the same thing, right? The hormones is why you want to be with somebody else. So basically, they're the same age. So if I can fix the hormonal thing and subsequently lose weight and do the therapy thing, maybe I'll be able to attract the right person towards my life and be able to keep him in case I'm doing things myself towards these people that are contributing towards the collapse of the relationship, or maybe I'm reacting in a way based on the hormones and I'm seeing things a certain way because I have all these underlying unresolved issues. So I'm hoping this time in my life that I'm going to take care of all of that. This therapy, I'm almost getting emotional saying it. Of course, my period's going to be next week or so, so we're in that window, the red zone. This therapy thing that I'm doing now, I love my therapy, so I don't have to postpone and find another therapist or whatever. I've already done 3 sessions. I'm so proud of myself. I think it's a big deal. It is the last thing that I'm going to try. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't think I'm going to do anything drastic, but hopefully, maybe she's going to give me new tools and introduce things that I didn't know about throughout my life that made me feel like therapy could be the last. Maybe then I'm going to be like, okay, maybe that'll be I'll add more last things towards my life. Who knows? But for as long as I've lived, I've said, therapy is going to be the last thing that I try. And I've tried everything else on the list. And now I'm just, winding my life down. So we'll see what happens. And, the other side of this. And I have no intentions of quitting therapy, but I don't know how I'm going to feel as time goes on. After the last session, it was hard. I had to think twice, do I want to do this again? Do I want to feel these hurt feelings again? It was hard. It hurt. I was like, I don't know if I want to feel this way again. And, it doesn't go hand in hand with my number one tool of survival, avoidance. So, I can't pretend that it didn't happen because I'm bringing it out and talking about it. So it's like, oof, this is some tough territory. So, yeah, it's going to be the last thing I do. And after therapy, I don't know if there's going to be after therapy. But whatever's on the other side of therapy, it'll be interesting because we're not doing anything else. I'm just going to continue to just coast until I die at 62, if not earlier. All right. At Wabala Brook on all my socials. Thanks for listening. And this went on longer than I thought it would. Probably will talk to you again soon because I just established today that I'm within the red zone, the PMS period. And that's when I usually need to talk and vent a lot. Okay, love you. Bye.